Hey everybody!
Hey.
Frank and Carrie, your favorite rainy day DIY couple.
Welcome back.
We bought an old abandoned mansion a few years ago, and it was in pretty bad shape. We're fixing it up all by ourselves, therefore the DIY.
Yeah.
And we thought today was an appropriate day to come to you with our introduction from this area of the house. It's raining outside quite heavily, and in the video Rainy Day, there was
A waterfall.
right here on the first floor. So we thought we were impressed that this area is dry and has been dry.
Yes.
It's gotten a couple times over the years, but
Nothing
we were able
like
to fix it real quick.
Yeah, and I'll make sure to put a link up here on a card right up here so that you can catch that video.
One thing I'd like to say is that we've got a pretty good comment section. People, we have regular commenters we appreciate, and some new people here have commented that we didn't have our playlist looked terrible. So when you click on it, it showed.
It didn't put it in.
We have 160. We have over 150 videos on just this, the Mooreland House. But so I split it up, numbered them, season whatever, episode whatever, and who knew we'd be doing this 3 years later? We didn't. So we now have them. All season 1 has its own playlist. All season 2 has its own playlist, and we're working on season 3. So
it should make it easier for you to find any that you're particularly interested in watching.
what are they going to be watching today?
This week, we are actually putting that great big old beam in place. It is a huge permanent fix, and we are
Yay.
very happy to have that in place. Miss Mooreland isn't going to know what to do with that in place.
Well, she's a lot more sturdy now.
That's true. That's true. We actually get it in place, and we do put a little bit of weight on her, but we had to get that done. This video was done in late December.
Late December.
Yeah, and now it's the 21st of March.
Yay, March.
So, spring is sprung.
Welcome to the video. Have fun.
Thanks for watching.
Okay. The first beam is being cut. Little apprehensive because each one of these is $200 or so. So we certainly don't want to cut them a little too short because it's hard making things longer once you cut them.
The first of 4.
And now we're doing we figured it worked so well getting it down, we might as well do it backwards.
Yeah.
And put them back up. Lifting one side at a time. Each of these was only, it's 100 pounds. So not terrible. But we had cargo straps and ropes and
Right.
ties and things.
This one took us the longest to get in just because we weren't really sure.
What we were doing?
Yeah.
Well, we knew what we were doing. We just had to finesse it in for the first time. We didn't know exactly where we were going to do it. But it isn't terribly heavy. And that's one of the reasons we chose this over all the other things. We could have formed up and poured a concrete and rebar beam in there. We could have somehow got a steel I-beam in there. But I don't know how we could have successfully engineered something to put an I-beam up in there. I mean, I've seen people put I-beams up on YouTube and they use cranes and things.
Yeah.
And there is no way to get a crane in here.
No.
Not without taking the roof off. We aren't doing that again.
No.
It was kind of off when we first got here.
But this is later in the afternoon, and we didn't want to leave until we had something in that hole where we took the old beam out. We didn't want to leave that open overnight.
Yeah, time-wise, this happened right after we took the old beam out and immediately wanted to get some in there to hold up the roof
Right.
and that floor for a little while, at least overnight, because we had run out of daylight.
Yeah. And here I'm jacking up a little bit. It was getting caught on things, and so we had to jack up just a little bit, and Frank pumps it up a little bit more, but he manhandles it in place.
Well, I mean, the whole deal here is we got the biggest beam we could fit in the space we had. I think we had 16 inches and maybe 17 inches, I think, and the biggest beam we could fit in there was 16. So
Right.
we put a 16-inch beam in there. Double is always better than nothing.
Right.
Or double is better than something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But we're pounding it in place, getting it set.
But it went in there. That's what we're excited about.
Oh, we were thrilled.
My measurement worked.
It did. What you don't see is my struggle with the cargo straps.
Ah. That was I think that was on a different one. I don't think that was this one anyway.
I cut it all out. But here we are again that evening, getting that second board ready to go.
Looks like it's starting to get late and cold. This is late December. We were trying to get all this done because we had something we needed to do right after Christmas.
Right.
And we wanted to get this beam in to hold the house up in the meantime. But just a little shot of the first one in. It was kind of nice.
Yeah. It's just exciting to see this permanent fix going in. It's always nice when we can actually do a permanent fix and we never have to touch it again.
Oh yeah.
This one didn't give us near as much trouble as the first one. We kind of figured out a little bit better about where we needed to do, what we were doing.
Well, we were geniuses by now. We knew exactly what we were doing.
Yeah.
And we knew exactly that it would fit, so we just went in with a whole bunch more confidence. Now I'm lowering the rope down. Carrie's putting the little tie on it so we can hoist it up.
So I can help guide, but I can't lift the beam.
You do lift the beam.
I'm
you lift
moving.
half the beam on the other side. I've watched you do it.
Yeah, just half, not all of it.
Well, half of it's all you need to lift at one time.
Yeah, I did make sure to stay out from underneath of it though. Just
You're not
in
wearing a
case.
hard hat.
No.
See, it looks like you're doing fine with that cargo strap. Look
Yeah,
at you.
You don't see the 5 minutes it took me to get it.
Oh. I was there to help just in case.
Yes, you came to help me
Aw.
because I was struggling, and we were ready to go by this point.
It had been a long day.
It had been a very long day, so we were trying to get this one in so that we could head on home and start again the next day.
Well, then we wanted another one in just in case.
Yeah, so we put these two in for the evening, so no weight on it, but just having them there in that space is always a good plan.
But you could see it just fit in there.
It does.
That was the plan.
And we get it in there. Frank couldn't find the thing, so the
Hammer?
hammer, so you used the crowbar.
Hey, whatever works. It's a blunt instrument. That's all that really matters. A heavy, blunt instrument.
So, and then we start screwing it together to secure it to get to
This
each
is
other.
all these were just screws to hold it for the night.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't put any weight on it. We didn't do anything, but our
Battery
light's
was-
going out in the
yeah.
battery and the light.
It was time to go home.
It got a little darker after that.
It did.
That's amazing. But it lasted good while it lasted.
But there it is. That's the second board.
Boy, we did a good job.
We did. we're just using the framing nailer to hold them together, but we have some special screws that will go in through all 4 of them.
I'm going real slow, so it's a little tiny pancake compressor so it can keep up.
Yeah.
And these are just extra.
We're trying to make sure that those nails are set really well, because the next part of that beam is going on this side. So we can't have any of those nails being a little bit proud. No.
Yeah. We don't like proud nails.
I don't like proud nails. 2 of the 4 are up.
Yay!
Yeah, they are not in their exact position, but they're up. Now, our goal for today...
And our thing started working. It finally warmed up enough underneath the heater to get our Delta Pro.
EcoFlow.
So now it's doing a little bit of charging off the 300 feet of extension cords.
Yeah, so it's finally doing well. The heat sure does make a difference though. So we had to do a little of adjusting up there. We got a couple of our straps caught. So we had to fix those and get those uncaught. Yeah. However, it's looking great. I know, it's just a beam, but it looks fantastic. And a big plus, huh, Frank? When we came this morning, the roof was still up. So, that was a big plus.
We actually drove around, and I said, if the roof has caved in, we're just going back home today. Because we're using hydraulic jacks, and they're not designed to hold overnight and all that stuff. I know we could always get screw jacks and construction this and construction that, and
we're working with what we got. But she held fantastically, and now we're going to continue to make this wonderful permanent fix.
Yay!
It's amazing. It really is. I mean, we got this one out, and you can still just see the curve in it, but unfortunately it just wasn't big enough for the job that it was given. Plus water and termites didn't help it. So we're so excited to see these going in. Getting it marked. He has to cut off about what, 4 inches?
Oh, it's maybe $4. I said the other day that it was like $18 a foot. I think it's only $13 a foot. Because 16 foot costs $211.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. It's probably about $1 an inch, or $1 a foot. No, that doesn't make sense. A little over, just over $1 an inch.
Yes.
So, these are that's only $4.50.
Oh,
but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm very glad we got these.
Oh, me too.
All right. By now, we had this thing wired. Look, we already got the strap all ready to go. It's put together. Oh, Carrie's already up there, ready to accept the end of the beam. Frank's struggling with the beam a little bit.
Well, last time
they look little, but they're 100 pounds, so it's okay that I struggled with it a little bit.
Well, and we had it figured out. We got the ladder this time to help instead of pulling it up by the straps, so they didn't get caught in between anymore.
Oh.
So
we're doing it different.
we're doing it a little different, but I think this this one went up so much easier than the others.
Oh, this one we actually had a ledge to set it on.
Yes.
The other two we didn't know exactly where we were setting it on.
Right.
But this time we had something to do with it.
And I just held it in the sling while Frank put it up his end up, and I just held it in the sling until he got his up.
It looks like you're lifting that, Carrie
I
Lou.
did that time.
Look at you. Man. Strong construction, buddy. You had a sling to put it in and didn't even use it. You just went ahead and did it.
And I start fighting with the cargo strap.
Oh, but look at that. I'm using a clamp.
Yeah, we started clamping the bottoms, and that also made it easier.
Here you are. You got that strap just fine. Who said you're strap challenged, Carrie Lou?
Oh, I know I am.
But they sure did go in a lot easier once we
Right.
got the height of it figured out.
Right.
Because we did have to adjust that just a little bit because we obviously didn't have them up quite enough.
But getting those clamps on also made a big difference.
What are you doing there? Putting up another clamp
I'm putting
in?
a great big heavy clamp in there.
Well, I guess once you get that in there, though, it's really hard for it to fall.
That's the whole point.
Sure is a lot easier to do this with you helping.
Oh. Okay. It's up, but it's not secured. It's just up. But that's the third one in line of the 4. Yay. Hi, kitten. Did you come to see what we were doing? Yeah? You did? Yeah. Careful, kitten. She's like, I think I'll go elsewhere. Checking for level, checking for plumb. We're just checking the whole thing.
Yeah, because once it gets nailed together, if it's...
That's a little...
We don't want a parallelogram.
No, we don't.
We want a...
Rectangle.
It'll be a rectangle.
A rectangle.
But I think that's it.
Awesome. Very good. Making sure we don't have any proud nails.
If they're proud, we'll knock them right down.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's all right. Okay. The last one.
Yay.
The last one. It's exciting to get that up there.
Yay.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay. Well, for the fourth and final board of the beam, we have a different perspective at least. You can see Carrie how she slips it through that loop there. I think.
Yeah.
If I ever lift my end. There I go.
Yeah. I have to be real careful when I'm over there on the platform. That side of the platform is a little sketchy.
Shh. Safety first.
Well, that's why it's in a
Second and
slate.
third. No, that platform was the best thing ever built in the whole wide world.
Oh, it is for what we're doing.
It worked. It worked. That's why I have Carrie on the platform, because we didn't want to support half the beam.
No.
And me. Okay, so it's a little stronger than that. But Carrie sure is dressed warm, because wintertime, it's nice and chilly in there.
Yes, it is.
But we were pleased to get this to this point.
Oh yeah, and getting that. Frank's got his clamp on there. I'm getting my clamp on, and that's exciting.
Yep. Now we're almost done.
Well, there it is. The fourth one is in place. It's not fastened in yet, but there it is. Very substantial beam. Miss Mooreland's not sure what to think of her.
Well, it's not holding anything up yet.
No, not yet. But she's thinking, wow.
What did I do to deserve these two?
It's awesome. Here's a look at those four together. Again, that last one is not secured in, it's just clamped in, but we're pretty excited to see this going in.
I'm still trying to close up the gap, but other than that.
Yeah, other than that, but still. She's looking great. We got special fasteners. These great big, I guess they're 6 3/4 inches long. And they are made for structural beams, and
They're designed for four-ply beams like this, LVLs.
the LVLs, yes. And so we went and got them. They have a very specific pattern that they have to follow when they go in. And
$1 a piece.
yeah, for this, it's $1 a piece. However, they will help that beam carry its load as well. And I guess the pattern is the more, if you put them in a row of 3, it carries more than a row of 2.
It only requires rows of 2 at every 16 inches. We're gonna do better than that. I figure it's worth $50 more to just load it up.
Load it up. And she won't come apart for a really long time then. That's the whole point. Did it get it in there?
Yeah.
Next battery.
Yeah, took 1 bar out of it. Definitely have to get bigger drill.
Yeah,
I mean, this is nice and all, but
it's not designed for
it
that.
isn't designed for that.
Frank went along and hammered and closed the gap that was between there after he nailed it.
Mind the gap.
And so now it's all nice and tight. I mean, there might be just a tad right here, but this is tight. So he's gonna put a clamp there and
Squeeze the bottom.
yep.
All right. We went and got a 1/2-inch drill, a corded 1/2-inch drill. But right, the first time I use it, I have it actually plugged in to the extension cords that come all the way from the tenant house. So 300 feet of extension cord, and you see how the lights dim when it starts and when it finishes.
That's a lot of screw.
There you go. There's a look at the beam. It's not quite totally in position, but we were able to remove those two 2x8s that were holding up these floor joists. They're now sitting there on the beam like they should be. Ouch. So we're gonna shore the beam up and continue this project tomorrow.